Yeah, it's your boy Boss Cowboy Sports, bringing you
another one.
Yep, because it's day 2 of training camp, baby. We gotta talk. Yep.
Huh.
Yeah, so we got some new updates we will be talking about with this Zack Martin and more, and just kind of looking at the clues, man. Yeah. So y'all come on in the building. We also got somebody coming through that we can say is a guest, but he's not a guest. We gonna be talking to West Coast. He checking his son into the game. So we gonna be talking to him from practice. I also got some more people that's coming up. That's out there, right? So we gonna be talking to y'all through the eyes of my brother Wes, and y'all just stay tuned, man. We gonna be giving it to you. All right. Day 2 of the Dallas Cowboys training camp. Y'all sit back. I'll be right back. Let's go. Come on. There he is. There he is. Yeah, he coming. Yeah, we got you, Wes. We got you. That is West Coast himself in the building. Let's go. Let's go. I hear you, bro. We got you.
I'm all connected.
We live. Yes, indeed. We just counting it down. We got 42 seconds. Let's go. We got a lot to talk about, man. Can't wait to hear from you. We got questions. Let's go. All right, finna kick it off. All right, here we go. All right, let's go. So, man, y'all get up in here. Get up in here right now. Let's go, man. We got West Coast in the building. What's up with it, bro?
Man, sugar dinging. You know how we be.
All right, so talk to us, bro. So I know you out there at your son's practice, taking some time out to talk to us about what you seeing on day 1 and day 2 of training camp. And before we kind of get going, I want to start with something, and I know we go probably go crazy with this because I know how me and you roll. All right, I want to start with this first. Cowboys offensive line Tyler Smith says Zack Martin texted the offensive line group, and this is what he said: "You all set the tone. I will be there soon." What's your thoughts?
I mean, I'm more curious to know if that something that was purposely that he wanted purposely out. You know what I'm saying? Because you know, if that's something that he purposely put out there, then it kind of makes me feel like the contract negotiations should be going smooth. But my thing is this: if Zack Martin, if you confident enough to say that, then shoot, what you know what I mean? Like, you kind of giving up a little of your leverage if you ain't really at the number you want to be at. So I don't, you feel me? Like, if I'm Jerry Jones, you just told me that you gonna be here soon, and I thought we was far apart. So but at the same time, some of these guys, man, and listen to me, man, I don't want nobody to take this as a jab at like anybody else, but like some of these dudes are just built where it's like they're all. I mean, Zack Martin wants to be enumerated, but it's like I don't think Zack Martin is asking to be like paid in a way where he's like the highest paid at his position, because offensive linemen, their mentality usually is more team centric. That's why they play for the team so long. You know what I'm saying? And that's why good offensive linemen typically only play for one team outside of Trent Williams. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it sounds like he want to be at. I'm gonna be honest with you. It really sounds like Zack Martin seeing these videos, and Zack Martin's like, "Damn, man, I want to be at practice." You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna tell you, one of the luxuries of being a multi-millionaire already is you can do that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So,
like, maybe Zack Martin, maybe he's getting to that point where he's like, but at the same time, like, these real hard points on getting paid, they're always going to be led by your agent, because that is his job to protect you. You know what I'm saying? To protect your interests. You know what I'm saying? That's why you have an agent. So, I'm just curious on why it got put out there. You know what I'm saying? Like, why do we know about it? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, why do we know about it? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I don't mind him texting that to everybody else, but
right.
I'm just curious on why did they tell them? Why did you tell the media if you're like, you know what I mean? Like, if you telling your lady, if I tell my lady I'm not coming home until you make that pork chopping rib, you know what I'm saying? And she says she ain't making it.
Right.
And you call up your kids, baby.
So I'm gonna be home.
Don't trip, daddy. I'm gonna be home in a little bit.
Well, you
guess
getting
what?
weak,
Mama
daddy.
Listen, hey, listen to me. Mama in the back, mama in the back listening, rubbing her hands like this. I got him right where I want him.
Look like I don't gotta make no steaks for him. Hey, real quick.
Yeah, looking like baby in his bug.
Hey, I got a theory of why he already texting, because I think it was a losing battle from the beginning because of the new CBA. See, back in the day, you could hold out, then everybody come together, get the deal done, all the fines. You could say, we go waive that. You can't do that no more. The only people so now it's like the leverage was always with the Cowboys because of the new CBA. So I said it was gonna take him about a week of losing checks, and he was gonna be right back at it. Real talk.
Well, this is my thing too, though. I give you a little pushback, because this is the thing, bruh. Mm-hmm. He's only making $7 million, right?
Mm-hmm.
The franchise tag is 18.9.
Mm-hmm.
He's making $11.5 million less than the franchise tag. The franchise tag would be a substantial raise. And that's something that most players look at, something that they don't even want. So it's like Zack Martin is grossly underpaid. And to be honest with you, he's been grossly underpaid since last year, technically. They should have started this stance last year. Maybe they did, and maybe the Cowboys he just wasn't really tough on it, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But they should have started this stance last year, you know what I'm saying? But $7 million for arguably the best, or at least the second best guard in all of football, that's ridiculous. So I definitely think he has the leverage. And the Cowboys, this is just training camp. There's no pads, there's no shoulder pads. There's no shoulder pads on. They got helmets on, but they're not really making contact. But there's a difference between the left side of the offensive line and the right side of the offensive line. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's like, when them pads get on, anything that is shaky without pads is gonna get defined when them pads come on, bruh.
Yeah. Well,
you know what I mean? They gonna get defined. So this is what I really think it's gonna take.
Very interesting.
Mozzie Smith this is my take, right? The Dallas Cowboys need to pay Zack Martin what he's worth, simply based off what he can do to your first round pick. Sometimes you can help, you can pay one person, but it'll have a trickle down effect on somebody else. Because you got to think like this. What's the best competition right now that Mozzie Smith is going to be going against? And who is that? That's going to be Tyler Smith. Now, I'm not saying that Tyler Smith is a good pro. He's a second-time pro. But he's also a guy that's about to play start guard for the first time in the NFL because he didn't play that last year. I want Mozzie Smith having reps against the best guard in all of football. Like, that is going to expedite his abilities. That's going to expedite everything you want to do with Mozzie Smith because you're preparing him to play against the best. Well, he has the best every single day. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And it's like, and it's like what you have invested in Mozzie Smith and that first round pick, considering the Dallas Cowboys ain't drafted a D tackle in the first round since I don't know God's when. You need to go all in. And I think Zack Martin is going to be part of the reason why Mozzie Smith becomes the great defensive tackle of Dallas, because he's going to be practicing against Zack Martin every single day. Like, we don't think, even though Tyron Smith has had his injuries, you know, the Dallas Cowboys, for the most part, have had solid left tackles and right tackle play, right? So because of that, our DNs, no matter who they are, they've been pretty damn good. Like, Chauncey Golston is a pretty damn good defensive end, man. You just don't know about it. But his skill and technique is nice. And part of the reasoning is because of the guys that they're going up against at practice. So it's like you want to have a high level of practices every day. You know what I'm saying? And Zack Martin he does so much for you, man. So pay the man. And he wears a C on his chest, man. So that's it's not for captain, that's for culture.
I don't think they should pay him, bro. I'll be all the way honest with you. And if they
what do you think they should do?
Well, I think they should wait till he come to work, because I think he go come to work. I give him about a week or two. I'll treat this like an injury. I wouldn't cave to him. It's too much precedent if he do that. Like, that's a bad precedent.
I will listen to me.
That's a bad precedent.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you this. I'll actually agree with you simply because I don't think Zack Martin is built that way. Yeah, now, I'm not knocking it, and I'm not trying to. Right. I'm not.
That's real.
I just don't.
I know where you're going.
I don't.
Makes sense.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. What they say? How much Tupac do you listen to? You know what I mean? Like, we need to go back. We need to go check his files and see what he was listening to in high school. Because if his intake of Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre wasn't very high, then I don't know if his gangster ability gonna be pretty high. Because you gotta be a thug. His
gangster is that high. I'm just being honest.
Bruh, you gotta be a thug to walk over. You gotta be a thug to do that.
Right.
You got to. And you gotta have a thug agent.
Yeah. And I don't think he built like that. That's why I think
they built that way. Yeah.
Because that's why when I tweeted this, I said, "What is your bet for Zack Martin total return with no holdout or hold in?" I said my bet is a week or two from the first practice, which was yesterday. And I said, why? The new CBA rules and Zach's love for the joint team goal. So we said the same thing, bro.
Yeah, Mike.
He not built for it.
Listen to me. Jerry, listen to me. The Cowboys couldn't have did this to anybody else.
No.
So it's like, listen to me. Y'all be getting mad at me. I tell y'all to read between the lines. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to tell you, the person you screw the most is the one that you screw the most. That's just real. The person that lay beside you, if you go tally up all the things, that's really the person you done probably messed over the most time. Why? Because you're inconvened with them. So it's like, bro, when they look at Zack Martin, you know what they see? Unfortunately, Zack Martin, he's a Cowboy for life. He's going to retire. Yeah, you know what that means? He don't want to leave Dallas.
Yeah, exactly.
Birdman, hey, Birdman hand rub again. Yeah, Zack Martin don't want to retire in another uniform. Zack Martin, do you really want to retire in another uniform?
All right, I'm gonna switch it. I'm gonna switch it on you, Wes. I got something. We gonna start getting a little bit messy now, just a little bit. But I know.
Hey, my Facebook is live too, right? My Facebook is live too, right?
I got you live everywhere. Your YouTube and your Facebook.
I know it was, but I couldn't check it. So I knew it was, but I couldn't check it. So I'm like, my mind is noted. So now that you've said it, I can relax now. Okay, I'm good now. Go ahead.
No, I got you. Now,
because you know how it is. Like when you don't know, you just thinking like.
I know, yeah, we got these quotas, man. We got to make sure we feed the family. Not, and I'm talking about the Cowboy family as well as our family. You know, you got to have it on all platforms. I got you, bro. Now check this out. So Dak Prescott, when asked about Zack Martin, his quote was, "Pay the man." Let me go back to you. What's your thoughts on that? Because you know I got mine. I want to hear what you got to say about that.
Dak, listen to me. Dak is a direct leader, and I love it. Dak is a team leader, not an organization leader, too. You know what I'm saying? Dak is growing into a team leader where he's doing and making decisions based off what's better for his team and not what's best on the organization. When Dak first came into the league, he was a team-led leader. He was Jerry's boy. Dak is becoming less of Jerry's boy and more of who he is an individual.
So,
and to be honest with you,
wait, let me make sure I hear you right. Are you saying that he's growing some nuts?
I'm saying he's had nuts. They're just dropping. You know what I'm saying?
Run it up.
Okay. Because, see, I got a question for you, West Coast. Me and you, we've done content for a while, right? We do have some recent memories, because I see you speaking up for a guard, but I do have a question. And I think it goes to what you just said. Isn't it funny that he didn't do this for Amari, he didn't do this for Dez?
Yeah, I mean, I also don't believe that he ripped like Zack Martin is probably, Zack Martin has been on a deal where he has been probably underpaid realistically for probably like 3-4 years. It's like when you have a guy that's he's 33 years old. So how long has he been on the deal he's been on right now? Like he's been $7 million. That means he's been underpaid. There's guys that are making $1 million. There's the franchise tag is 18. That means there's at least 5 guys that make $18 million doing your position, and they're not better than you. Bro, you've been underpaid. But the thing about it is, it's like.
But I'm talking about Dak getting involved with it. That's the thing. I knew he was going to go be underpaid when he signed it. When he signed a 6-year contract, I knew he was going to hate it within 2 years.
I think that goes into that. I kind of answered that question already, though.
Yeah,
Dak is he's becoming more of a team leader where he's supporting the team versus supporting what the organization wants to do. So I think when he said that, that's Dak Prescott being a part of that leadership. And let's just be real. Dak Prescott knows that he's not gonna get no bag if Zack Martin's not on that line, bruh. He's not getting
for his bag.
Hell yeah, he do, bruh. Like, man, listen to me. If Zack Martin is not on that offensive line, bro, everything is different. Everything is different.
Right.
Like you have right now. The tight end that you do have right now is playing more wide. He's doing more wide receiver things than anything. They're exploiting Ferguson's his skill set. They're exploiting that, right? Which is dope because he is going to get downfield because they're showing that, right? That's an additive that Schultz didn't have. Ferguson is going to have. But one thing I don't see him doing is a whole lot of pass blocking, bruh. A whole lot of run blocking. And what I'm assuming is, one, they're going to have more confidence in their offensive line. The Cowboys are low-key moving like Zack Martin is going to come back. I ain't going to lie to you. They are.
He's coming back.
Like, he is coming back. Like, Jerry is not... Like, I don't, like, I think that's the smartest thing.
I'm gonna push back on you a little bit, West Coast. I'm gonna push back on you on this a little bit.
I was gonna give you a compliment, though. Can I give you a compliment?
Yeah, let me hear you first before I fight you.
I was gonna say that I think the fact how you explained it, like they're treating it like an injury, that's the dopest analogy I've heard of those.
Treat it like an injury.
Like when you said that, I was like, hell yeah.
Yeah, just treat him like he's unavailable. Yeah, just act like he.
And to be honest with you, he might be a little dinged up. Who's to say?
Who's to say? Now, this is the thing. Because I'm gonna be a devil's advocate real quick and ask you this. Like, shouldn't Dak stay out of this?
Hell no.
You think he should?
Hell no.
Alright,
if it was the kicker, yes. If it's somebody on defense, yes. Bro, if it's somebody that protects me while I'm trying to throw a ball 40 yards down the field, hell no. I need that dude.
I need him. For me, I needed you like this with Cooper, dog.
Yeah, but see, the thing about Cooper is you got to remember, they weren't trusting in the players back then. They were trusting in the system.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They told them the system doesn't fit Amari Cooper.
No, that's true.
Bruh, they're trusting in players now. They're trusting in players. Mike McCarthy then came in here with some real, like, bruh, It ain't no damn X's and O's. It's Joe's.
Yeah, no, that's all facts.
That Jimmy Johnson. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's all facts. I can't fight you on that.
So guess what? When you trusting in individuals, you need the best individuals.
Got you. Hey, I'm with you, Wes. You talk me off the cliff. All right, here we go. Now we want to talk about what we here for, and I'm gonna put the camera on you. We here for your eyes, dog. So I'm gonna just open it up in just broad and say, what are your observations from day 1 and day 2 of training camp? I'm gonna just start real broad.
Bruh, you know how I get down, man. My mind is not designed like that. I am better.
Okay. I'll be specific.
You know what I'm saying?
I got you. So the biggest thing everybody been talking about is Donovan Wilson. And you talked to me privately about, some things that you heard, but then they've been coming out, kind of giving hints that it could be significant, but nobody know what significant is. So everybody right now been talking about Donovan Wilson. What's your thoughts on Donovan Wilson?
I seen him go down. I didn't actually see him go down. I seen him get up, and I seen him get on the dang cart. They wheeled him back to the thing. Now, from what I heard is, they took him back there, did a little X-ray, blase, came back out, knee sprain. My opinion, honestly, though, is I think the Dallas Cowboys are being overly cautious, which they should be. Mm-hmm. I think if this would have happened at the Star, you probably would have never even heard about it because they have an X-ray machine and MRI machine at the actual Star. They can do all that stuff there. And I'm going to tell you this right now. They're carting everybody off for every single thing. Micah Parsons was freaking walking, got tired, stopped, put his hand up, car came through and picked him up. After practice, it's after practice though. Right. You know what I'm saying? Car came through and picked him up. I always tell people the first week of practice, be prepared for everybody to be, oh my God, my body, my legs, my arms, because listen, for the last 2 months, they've been posting videos on Instagram that show them working out. But then you get to training camp and you be like, damn, I'm not as in shape as I thought I was. Mm-hmm. And then your body be like, nah, we not in shape like that. Or your body is not used to those movements. So that's why I say this first week, everybody's going to have a freaking hamstring. Everybody's going to have a little something. Everybody, except for the older vets like Dak, those guys, not so much. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to tell you, Trevon Diggs didn't practice today.
Yeah. They said a little toe. They said toe guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. A little something. Now, and so one thing I was observing, somebody asked about the linebackers. I don't think this is going to be a good day to talk about linebackers. Let's wait till them pads come on. Real quick, what I was noticing, West Coast, from the little clips that I was seeing, right? I was noticing, and this is courtesy of John Machota, I was noticing a lot of passes to those running backs. They look like they swinging it out a little bit more. Was you noticing that they throwing to those running backs more than they used to in the past? Did you see something? Because from the clips that I seen, it looked like that is a read for Dak now. That wasn't a read for him before. He's looking for that outlet. That's what it looked like to me. Are you seeing confirmation of that?
They are. I mean, they're throwing. I think they're throwing about as many as I've seen. I don't see Tony Pollard catching as many passes. Like I see him doing strictly running back stuff. You know what I'm saying? Which is kind of being, obviously he has caught passes, but I still see like Deuce doing that more. I see the other guys doing it. Malik is really, from what I've seen out there, Malik Davis is going to be your pseudo Zeke replacement. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what they're using him for.
Wow.
And if I had to say right now, if there was going to be a preseason game tomorrow, Malik Davis would be your starting running back.
Whoa.
You know what I'm saying? Now, that's because Tony Pollard's not playing at all in the preseason, so don't even expect him to play. And, depending on how he looks in pads, he might not even, like, my question is this, man, if you don't need him, like, theoretically, like, if you don't need him to beat the Giants, I'm okay with his first game being in the AT&T Stadium. You know what I'm saying? Versus it being in grass in New York.
Right.
So it's like, I would not be surprised, if the Dallas Cowboys can get away with him not playing a game, I wouldn't be surprised if he didn't play week 1.
Real quick, we should have close to a full house now. So I know you always make the pitch of supporting. I would definitely want you to make the pitch of why to support. I think you're one of the best at it. So I'll just take a pause real quick. A like pause, as well as I would love for you to just kind of break down the super chats and all of that stuff, the stars, how that supports you, supports us, and all that kind of stuff.
Hey man, well, you guys already know that all the monetary that you guys send in, we use that to make more content. You know what I'm saying? So, as you guys send in stars, as you guys send in super chats, we use that to, do things like go to training camp. Like, man, my training camp is 127 miles from my house. You know what I'm saying? So that's a trip we make that's me and my kids. We make that trip 2 days in a row today so far. They're going to be off tomorrow, or at least it's closed. It's closed for the media. But, but I will say this, man, like, we're able to do those types of things because of your support and because of, the things that people give. And I'm going to tell you this right here. People think that shares don't matter, but shares do matter, because your shares can share this to someone that can support. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's just what I say, man. It's, the stars are great. The super chats are great. And, making sure that you share is great. They all start with an S. And guess what? All of them are equally as great. You know what I'm saying? So make sure y'all hit them, because you want the content to grow. And to be honest with you, man, at the end of the day, man, it's like this. We allow you in the independent lane to be a part of the content. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So it's like you're a part of the content.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's not just like you sharing the content. You are a part of the content. You know what I'm saying? That's more than what you get from the Dallas Cowboys, because the only thing the Cowboys let you do is watch them.
Right.
That's it.
They don't talk back. We talk back. Like, for example,
at all.
The Reaper, perfect example. The Reaper had a question that I want to ask you. He said, so Eric, the next Bland? Like, yeah, Eric Scott. That's obviously early to say that, but like, what you seeing from
he got an interception off a tip ball.
Yeah, right.
He got an interception off of a tip.
Right.
Not to diminish anything of what he did, because he could have dropped the ball.
But it was off a tip, right?
Yep. It was off a tip. It was off a tip ball. So I think Cowboy, the space for rookies right now is to make this team, because I'm gonna tell you, like, outside of like we're pretty stacked at the cornerback position. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like,
we're stacked like a mug. Like, like the rookie corner, he's like, Nashawn was out there balling today.
Yeah.
So it's like, that's, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying that this rookie class that, this corner, he gonna have to really, ball and get his point out there, because, man, these corners are really trying to get their hands on the ball out there. And you can tell, man, because when they drop an interception, man, like, the reaction on their bodies, like, it's just like who was it? When Bland dropped the interception yesterday, like, he just stopped and he just stared at his hands, like, you could tell he was cussing his hands out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, you could tell he was cussing his hands out.
Yeah. That was a little tip. But then let's go to this Nashawn Wright play. I want to kind of look at it real quick. This is another one courtesy of John Machota. Now, right here, I can clearly see that Tolbert has a step. But see, the benefit of a tall corner is, even when they have a step, you really don't have a step.
This tall corner's got long arms.
Yeah, so that's what happened right here on this play. As we just kind of really, hold on real quick, as we continue to play it, you'll see he got a clear step on him. Dak should have led him outside, but that leg is what, ooh, I see you. So give us some updates on the show, right, big dog. Go ahead. And
anybody want to say it, that was not the best throw from your quarterback.
It wasn't.
But guess what? It's day 2 of training camp. Like, God dog.
Yeah, right.
Like, when does Dak have to be Jesus? From the day, like, Jesus wasn't even Jesus until he was 12. Like, come on, bro.
Yeah.
Get him
damn good coverage by Nashawn, though. Like, we can focus on that.
Yeah, he was. It was. I love the fact that Nashawn, he read his head all the way through. Like, he literally read his head all the way through. And to keep it real, Jalen Tolbert could have got an offensive pass interference for that little pullback on him, but Nashawn still came up with the ball.
Yeah. I think he leaned on him perfectly, everything we've been taught to do, because I played corner, West Coast played corner. This was perfect in terms of leaning into him and becoming a receiver when the ball was in the air. But
facts, you took the words right out of my mouth.
Yeah, he definitely became the receiver right there. And so, like, what are you seeing from Nashawn and those one-on-ones? What you seeing out there, big dog?
Aggressive corner, the same thing I was on the space today, and the same thing I said on the space, that, man, you you can definitely tell that, Nahshon Wright feels like there's an opportunity for him to get some playing time out there, and he's going for it. I think a lot of times we say that, like, Diggs got this spot, Gilmore got that spot, and Bland got this spot, and that might be rightfully true. You know what I'm saying? But what happens to those players that are behind them? Like, do they just naturally relegate to backup? Do they stop trying to achieve to be starters since they already positioned to lock? No, because guess what? People get, I don't want to say it, but people get hurt. You know what I'm saying? Like, people get hurt, people get suspended, stuff. Life happens at you fast. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you want guys like Nahshon Wright because, one, it's like Diggs just got paid. But guess what? The guy behind you is looking for a job. You know what I'm saying? Like, so even though you got paid, bruh, think about this. I'm going to tell you the dope. And oh my God, I got to call Nahshon's mom and tell him the amazing thing about Nahshon Wright that's impressive about this is, think about this. This is also he stepped in today for a Diggs that did not practice and had his best day. Bruh, what more are you asking for?
Right.
Like, bruh, you know what that tells me? That tells me that you can play in big moments. You also lets me know that, like, at some point today or yesterday, when he realized Diggs ain't practicing, that means I'm getting all the one reps, and he just went dumb, bro. Like, he just 100% went after the opportunity. Like, he was trying to get his hands on something. Like, I'm taking advantage of this opportunity, and that's what I love. Like, he saw an opportunity and he maximized it. You know what I'm saying? With having a really good day of practice. Like a really noticeably good day of practice.
Wow, man. Whew. All right, so I'm gonna tell you I'm gonna show a couple of more clips that's exciting to me and get your thoughts on the West. So this one is exciting because this is showing and featuring Tony Pollard in the backfield. You can see him cutting, right? But then if you look closely, it's somebody else that appears that I'm just as excited to see. And that's that number 78 right there. Oh, man, with that knee brace looking good. Man, that boy moving good. Can you talk to us about what you're seeing from Tony Pollard as well as Terrence Steele? Because that's a big concern, rightfully so, for a lot of us. What's going on with those guys in just terms of what they looking like?
Well, I say it like this. I think, offensive line is kind of hard to gauge with the helmets and shoulder pads not being on because, man, I don't give a damn what nobody say. You got a 350-pound dude running at you with no pads on, your ass is stepping out the way. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I know this defense is playing it, but they're not playing, which makes sense. But when them pads come on, it's going to be different. But I will say this, man, Terrence Steele out there, Terrence Steele look like he playing flag football, man. That boy out there look like he running about to go get a route. What? You know what I'm saying? Like he looks like a guy that, if you take, he looks like he could take the brace off, but I don't want him to. You know what I'm saying? Why? You know what I'm saying? Why? And I'm gonna tell you this right here. Listen to me. That's another reason why you want Zack Martin back because, man, having Zack Martin back, and you got to remember that knee is on that same side as Zack Martin. It's his inside knee. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So the cool thing about that is, man, when they line up, you can put Zack Martin's leg in front of that knee and still protect it. You know what I'm saying? Because as soon as they step, they're gonna be stepping into Zack Martin's leg. You know what I'm saying? So it's like there's things that you can do to protect him with having Zack. And just think, Zack Martin's just probably going to be better than the dude lying in front of him. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's like you can literally, even if he's Terrence Steele isn't even 100%, adding Zack Martin can make him 100% because he's not going to have to do so much. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But if Zack Martin is not there, then, bro, we need to take our time with everything. Just take your time with everything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Let me look at this play because my boy said Tyron Smith destroyed the linebacker. Let me see. I don't think he destroyed him. I think he just tripped. Jefferson just tripped, man. He didn't get destroyed. He just fell. But so you talked about Terrence Steele.
Yeah, he not gonna hit him like that for real. Without pass, he not gonna hit him for real like that.
What Pollard looking like? What are your eyes seeing from Pollard? That's what the world want to know. For sure.
A guy going 80%.
For real. See, that's what I say. Listen, this is why you gotta respect new media. See, because Wes is gonna come over and tell you what.
Yeah, he look like a guy going 8%.
Wait, I'll be talk to me, Wes.
Yeah, but that might be the design of what they doing right now, though.
But
you know what I'm saying?
But see, I'm glad you keeping it real, though, because we need that. You know what I mean? We need that. You're not giving us no wee woo. But go ahead, I'm listening.
Yeah, I mean, they're not. That might be the game plan. Like, that might be the actual game plan, because like they literally just started 2 days ago. Like, this is the second day. So it's like that. I'm pretty sure Tony Pollard wants to ramp things up and he wants to do things like that, but I can almost guarantee that they have a set schedule of what they're doing. Like at 12:03, you're going to put your foot right here. At 12:06, you're going to put your foot right here. Because you got to think like this. When it comes to gambles, Tony Pollard's your biggest gambler this year.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm going to tell you this right now. There's so many things that they're going to determine if he has a good season. Because it's like, because he's making $10.9 million regardless of how many games he plays. Think about this. The last time you franchise tag players, none of them played full seasons. You know what I'm saying? Freaking Schultz didn't, Dak didn't play no full season of year. He got franchise tag. You know what I'm saying? And then the other dude, I forget, my mind just went blank. Who's the last one? Dalton Schultz? Dalton Schultz, he missed 2 games last year, like a game and a half last year. So it's like, the Dallas Cowboys have not had good luck with that franchise tag and players staying healthy on it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Their luck have been horrible. Trash.
Their luck has been really bad with the franchise.
They've been losing on them tags. Bad.
Yeah, that's why I say, honestly, that's why I'm telling you right now, just don't even play him week 1. Let him play a 16-game season.
Ooh.
Just let him play a 16-game season, bro. If you can't beat the Giants without Tony Pollard, bro, come on, bro. Come on, bro.
No,
you should be able to beat the Giants. Like, Dak has never lost to this, bro. Come on, bro.
See, that's a load management that a lot of people not ready to discuss. That's a good thought, though. That's a very good thought. See, people got to understand that it is an adjustment from 16 to 17 that add up mostly on running backs. You got a good point on that. A real good point on that. Somebody asked, is Cropper outperforming Tolbert so far? Because everybody kind of concerned about receiver 4. What are you seeing with receiver 4 competition?
By name, by contract, your receivers are going to be CeeDee Lamb,
right?
Cooks, Michael Gallup. Then behind him, it's going to be either Jalen, it's going to be Tolbert, or to be honest with you, it's going to be that boy Dennis Houston. The 17, listen to me, first practice yesterday, first 2 passes went to 17.
Dennis Houston?
Dak likes Dennis. Yeah. Like how Dak, like this is what I tell people, like there are Cowboys and then there's Dak guys. Like he's a Dak guy. He's that, and the kicker's a Dak guy too. He went to God. The kicker one of them too.
Dennis Houston. See,
yes, sir.
See, this is why you got to deal with new media, bro. You not gonna hear this nowhere else. This is why you got to follow West Coast, who's out there, right? Who's giving you commentary and going live while he's out there. Yeah, but Dennis Houston, I had a suspicion he was gonna come out. So you seeing Dak have a chemistry with him? Wow.
I mean, this is the thing. Like at this point, there's no listen to me. There's no defense out there really playing against them too much, right? Because they don't have pads on. So it's like when you have a free passes, when you have free opportunity to make plays and stuff, they're like their team portion of practice is like the smallest portion of practice. I'm just being honest with you. They do a whole bunch of stuff, and then 20 minutes before practice is over, everybody line it up. You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of times when they're just doing drills, like literally, would it be like a 7-on-7 with no defense? Yeah. And even in those portions, Dennis Houston gets the ball a lot.
Wow.
I mean, the question people ask me is like, are we throwing the ball downfield a lot? And that's not what we're seeing right now. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But that might be by design also. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Now, I'm going to tell you from what I'm seeing, and I just want to get your opinion out there from seeing more of it. It looked like that Deuce got popped to me, bro. I see something in Deuce out there. You know, like everybody talking about how little Deuce is, but we know they not hitting. We know, but just the flash. Am I tripping on the flash that I see from Deuce?
This is the thing about Deuce Vaughn, man. Is he small? Hell yeah, he's small. But bruh, he been small since he been small. Like, what you talking about? Like,
exactly.
Like Deuce Vaughn, like, listen. At what age do you think Deuce Vaughn realized, damn, I'm smaller than most people? Well, guess what? He still made it into the NFL, bruh. Leave that dude alone, bruh.
He look, from what I'm seeing,
like, he's been small since.
Man, and he looked bigger. His legs look bigger, man. He looked like he spent some good time in between the draft and camp, because that boy put in work. He looked different, bro. Just to my eyes.
This is what my prediction for Deuce Vaughn is this. I believe that he is going to look really, really good in preseason games. The reason being is because listen to me. He is he's a one-on-one matchup like nightmare, right? Already. So in preseason games, you're going to be playing against a bunch of guys that are kind of put together and or kind of trying to make teams, right? Where it's not, you know what I'm saying? And I'm going to tell you, if Deuce Vaughn, and this happens a lot in preseason games, like there's a lot of mess ups in preseason games. Like, and when he plays these defenses and these guys are trying to figure out, oh, let me go over here, he's going to get a lot of one-on-one. This is like some weird stuff I'm saying, but it's going to make sense when you see it.
Yeah.
He's going to get a lot of one-on-one situations, you know, in preseason, and he's going to win on most of them guys, bro. He's going to win on most of those guys. So
could you fix your camera a little bit, man? We gotta get your whole mug. There you go.
My only question gonna be is, you know, can he do it in the regular season against the real defenses, but against preseason, against them defenses that gonna be kind of put together, Deuce is gonna look nasty. You know, I think he's gonna look nasty. I think he's gonna look nasty enough for you to put his ass back there on kick return. I know Kevontae Turpin ain't came to practice. I know that, man.
Oh no, see.
He had a baby. I said no.
Okay.
His girlfriend had a baby.
I'm with you.
I'm gonna leave that alone.
See, I'm already. Ooh, see, y'all gotta read between the lines with Wes. You gotta read between the lines with Wes. Hey, bro.
But I'm just listen to me.
Yeah. Your girlfriend had a baby.
Being a born again Christian will always try to tell the truth.
Yeah.
And the truth is, he didn't have a baby. His girlfriend did.
Ooh, so what Wes is saying is get your.
I'm not saying that.
Okay,
You saying that.
I say it.
You saying that. You say it, Boss Cowboy.
I say this.
You say it, Boss Cowboy.
Your girl had a baby. Why are you not at practice? Like you just got it like that. Stop it. Say. So
my boy took his maternity leave. I can dig it, boy.
My boy took his.
Must be nice. Must be nice.
Hey man.
Must be nice.
So I think I covered pretty much everything that was my concerns. Is there anything else that I didn't bring up? I brought up Deuce. I brought up Pollard. I brought up Steele. We talked about Nashawn Wright. We talked about receiver 4. We talked about the corners. Because that's pretty much what you go see right now. Like, without pass, the people that you can probably judge is receivers, corners, and safeties on coverage. Other than that, you really can't get no feel for them. But is there anything else?
Y'all keep your quarterbacks. Listen to me. Listen to me?
Mm-hmm.
Can I just get a commitment? Forget a promise, because y'all break promises all the time. But you don't break no commitment. God dang it! Most y'all don't even know what that is. A commitment is a binding contract between two parties. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'll sue your ass if you don't do it right. You know what I'm saying? And I got lawyers, so we coming after you, right? But can we get a binding contract that we not gonna say nothing negative about our quarterback, at least until he does something in a game that's actually negative? Like, listen to me. Practice. This is what I'm learning as a coach. That practice has to be a safe haven for players to make mistakes. If it's not, then where does that happen? In games. You want to know why players make mistakes in games? Because they weren't able to make them in practice. You know what I'm saying? And guess what? If you're not able to make them in practice, I'm never able to correct you, right? So when I say this, Dak Prescott has one playbook. Even though it might have 200 plays in it, guess what? By day 3, we know all them damn plays, bruh. You want to know why? Because we in the NFL. I'm going to tell you guys this right now. As preseason, the way training camp starts, the offense always looks better than the defense. But by the end of training camp, the defense always looks better. Why? Because they've seen them 200 plays, 200 times every day.
Right.
So it's like the quarterback position is harder in training camp throwing against the same corners. Like, I'm going to tell you this right now. If you ever ask a quarterback who his hardest corner he's ever had to go against, I promise you it's someone he practiced against. Yeah. Because someone in a game, you don't see him as much. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But if you go ask Troy Aikman, hey, man, tell me a corner you had high respect for. I promise you he tell you someone that was on the Dallas Cowboys.
Makes sense. Real quick.
You know what I'm saying? Because he played them every week. I mean, he practiced every day. I'm sorry.
My boy say, wait, y'all wild. Man, football, that's definitely not more important than my baby being born. Yeah, that's true, but
yeah, it is. What are you talking about? The baby is born in 45.
Make sure it's your baby, bro.
It's facts. Listen to me. Time out. Time out. Listen to me. There are 24 hours in a day. Right. If the woman is in labor, 12 hours. The baby's out. You nestle bustle. You huggy kissy. Baby, what's up?
I'm with you.
Because listen to me. Because as soon as the baby come out, the nurse come in. You know what she come in with? A bill. Hell you mean? Baby, you listen to me. You clean the baby, I'm going to go pay this bill.
Yeah.
And I'm going to tell you this right now. If you with a woman that don't understand that, bro, you might not be with that's not the one you need to be with.
Exactly, bro. Yeah.
That's not the one, because Miss Candace wouldn't have did that. Y'all, that's Romo wife. Miss Candace ain't going to do that. Miss Candace told Romo go get that money.
Say, exactly. So, I don't think we tripping that bad. Because, see, you got one opportunity to make these teams, bro. You know what I mean? And once that baby is born, I'm going to hug and kiss my girl and my baby, and I'm going back to work. So what y'all going to do, stay and cuddle all night? Stop it. Go to work. You a man. Like that. That's just how I see it. I'm sorry, y'all. I just don't see it like some of y'all. I'm just sorry.
Man, I'm going to just tell you like this, bro. If you listen to me, I'm just saying. I know if you wasn't there every day them 9 months, because you was with me a couple days, Turpin, so come on, knock it off, man. Knock that off, bro. You was with me a couple days, so.
Yeah, so I'm going to tell y'all, I saw my firstborn son born and my second son right there the whole time. But if I was playing football and my sons was born and I saw them born, I'm gone. Like, obviously I saw it, kiss him, cry, and I'm going back to work.
Yeah, and I'm going to tell you the real reason why you need to, and let me just say all this. The reason why, because Turpin, that's my boy, man. So I'm saying Turpin's all up. But I'm going to tell you this, because I'm going to tell you, I'm talking to the hater that's going to clip this video and send it to him and say West Coast was hating on me.
Yeah,
just like y'all did with Kelvin Joseph.
Of course they go do
Just
that.
like they did with Kelvin Joseph. Yeah. But guess what? Y'all didn't think that I was going to talk to Kelvin Joseph. And I talked to him today, and we straight. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But this is what I would say. This is why I would say the importance behind it is because of this. Turpin, you my boy. I'm going to keep it real with you. Jerry Jones is lying to you when he say he going to keep your job, bro. He not. Bro, he not. You listen to me. Jerry Jones, oh my God, we're all about family here in Dallas. We're all about the babies. We love the grandchildren. I have my grandchildren around here. It's all about family. Bruh, listen to me. Don't believe that, bruh. Amari Cooper took less money and they traded his ass to the Browns, bruh.
Exactly.
Bruh, don't fall for that banana in the tailpipe over here, bruh. Yeah. Jerry is not really about that, bruh.
So,
like, he will really... Go ahead.
We gonna open up the phone lines real quick. We got the phone lines open. So, man, if y'all got any questions for Wes, I'm gonna give y'all about 10 minutes to get your questions in, because obviously he has the advantage of having the eyes out there at training camp. So, you know, if you got any questions, call in. Now he gonna hear you, but you're not gonna hear him. So ask your question if you got a question for him, and then allow him to answer it. So I'm gonna keep the phone line open for about 30 seconds. And if y'all don't call in within 30 seconds, we go close this thing out. But man, obviously, man, while I'm stalling, waiting on these people to call, man, we appreciate you greatly for all that you do, for being somebody that not only went an hour and a half to training camp once and took his family, he did it twice. You know, so that's somebody that's obviously showing that he's committed to content. I want y'all to understand that. That's a commitment to content. You know what I'm saying? So, and most people think that this stuff is easy. Like somebody went in and like, boss, you missed the super chat. I'm done with you. I'm like, well, I ain't see it. And shit. Hold on real quick. All right, we taking the call. Boss Cowboy Sports.
What's going on, boss? This is one of you guys' biggest followers. My name is Darren Southern.
Okay. What's up with it?
And West Coast know me good. What's up, West Coast?
What's up with you, OG?
Hey, my question is this. Everybody's doing a lot of talk, was doing a whole lot of talk about Tony Pollard playing running back when we all know that's not his original position. Being as though they got rid of Zeke and it doesn't look like they're going to bring him back. It seems like we're going to have a problem at that position because Pollard's coming off of a fibula. You know, I've always said, and West Coast knows that I've been saying it, give Malik Davis a shot. Get him his shot. You know what I'm saying? And I'm talking about outside of preseason. Give him his shot. The boy is good. What are your thoughts on this?
All right, man, we're going to hang you up. Let my boy West Coast take that real quick because you ain't going to be able to hear him. Okay? But he going to address that. Thank you, bro.
All right. Oh, no problem, boss. Cowboy up.
Cowboy up, G. Good call. Good question. What you got, Wes?
Malik Davis is probably the only player that I've scouted and was like, man, I hope the Cowboys draft him or get him, and they actually got him. You know what I'm saying? Like I was like, at one time, Florida was leading with the number one rushing attack in all of football, and he was leading it. You know what I'm saying? So think about this. Malik Davis also played for Dak Prescott's his old OC because that boy Billy Gonzalez and that Mullen boy over there in Florida, that was who Dak was with when he was in Mississippi. You know what I'm saying? So he understands all those nuances and all those little things. So it's like, you know, I like him. If he was a little bit, not a little bit bigger, but if he was, I always think of size with pass blocking, just because, not because you're just automatically bigger, because the wear and tear, man, linebackers are coming at you full speed and you're standing still. You know what I'm saying? So you need that size so that you can anchor down and take that, because listen, a lot of times when Zeke was getting blocking for Dak, you guys know that he was just getting lawn chaired. Like, there's no way for you to block a blitzing 300-pound, 250, 260-pound man running full speed, and you got to step in front of him. There's no way you're going to block him. You're going to get messed up. You know what I'm saying? So that's part of the reason why Zeke put that extra weight on. So it's like, I think if Malik Davis is able to put on a little bit and sustain what he's able to, then I don't know about this year. Because I think Tony Pollard's still going to get a boatload, but I could actually see Malik Davis as a 1-2 running back with somebody else. You know what I'm saying? I think 15 snaps. I would not be afraid to give Malik Davis the ball 15 times a game. You know what I'm saying? At least to try to see what he can do, because when he in the regular season, when he got in, man, he had pop. Like, I think the greatest travesty of the 49er game is Malik Davis played 16 snaps and didn't get the ball one time.
Yeah.
Like, think about that. And that's why I tell people, and I'm not going to bring up Kellen Moore, but I'm going to bring up his old goofy looking self, bruh. That's how I know for a fact that Kellen Moore, everybody be like, oh, if Tony Pollard wouldn't have got hurt in San Francisco, we would have won the game. No, we wouldn't. Because, bruh, we wouldn't have, because it was never in the plans to even give the ball to Tony Pollard. Tony Pollard only had the ball 4 times when he got hurt. That was his 4th carry. He got hurt on his 4th carry. So it's like Tony Pollard had barely got the ball. So it's like when they and then think about this. When Malik Davis came in, he was like, we're not running the ball with him. You didn't even give him a chance to run the ball.
Yeah.
So it's like that I think that was the greatest travesty, man. Like, you don't give the boy one shot, one ball.
Goofy.
So it's like I mean, so I'm in agreement with you. I do want to see what Malik Davis looks like with 15 carries, and a preseason game is a great environment for that.
All right, man. Somebody just called in. I'm gonna call them back real quick.
All right. Hey, if somebody call while I'm talking, just be like, Wes, chill out.
Nah, I ain't gonna cut you off, bro. You be cooking, bro. Okay, hell no.
Bro, you got the fires. Hey, you got the fires. You got the dopest crew neck in the game, bro. That shit is fire, bro.
Oh man, I appreciate it, bro. Appreciate it. Yeah, man. Yeah, just got me a couple of these Boss Cowboys. You know what I'm saying? See, it's one thing. Hold on real quick. Hey, Boss Cowboy.
Hey, what's up, boss? I have a question for Wes.
Okay.
West Coast.
He right here.
Did he see anything? Did he see Kelvin Joseph play at all, or if he did anything? Because I haven't seen any videos of him at all. Even though, like, we're not huge on him, it'd still be nice to see if he's doing anything. You know what I mean?
Good question. Very good question.
Yeah, he's out there. He was making. I mean, Kelvin Joseph is out there, and literally, like, he made a play on a ball, but they were doing interception drills. And he literally, like, I got a video of him literally crashing into the fence right in front of me. That's how I say, I got a chance to talk to him real quick when he crashed into that fence. You know what I'm saying? But, I mean, Kelvin, they haven't really done aggressive one-on-ones yet. You know what I'm saying? They've done small things on the opposite field. And I'm going to tell you this right now. I got to actually say this, man, because content this year is very, very hard to get. It's very, very hard to get. And y'all gonna have to support, bruh. Y'all gonna have to support, bruh. Because this time next year, training camp is not gonna be free. I'm letting you know right now. Wow. If you can get to training camp this year, get to training camp this year. Because the way things are going, it is not gonna be free next year. Bruh, every place that I go to get content is either $25 or $250. All those houses that these people, this real estate company, man, and from what I hear, he was a Cowboy fan, built this group of beautiful homes on the back end of training camp, right? The houses are perfectly laid so that you can literally just walk out of your 2-story house onto the balcony and watch the Dallas Cowboys practice right there like you at the Star.
Wow.
It's like 20 houses that are all L-shaped around the thing, right? Bro, tell me why Jerry erected stands, like actual stands, right, big enough for the house, and invited them people to come into the place to watch. And you got to buy the United, bro. The United is $300. He gave them a $50 discount, $250, bro.
Wow.
Jerry the fool. Listen, all that area right there where the sides are, where you see me like standing right there, and they be doing all the bags and stuff, and it looks like I'm hella close. That went from being free to being $10 to being $25 today.
Wow.
Yes, sir.
Hey, hey, I'm gonna make another call. Somebody called in. Y'all be patient. Boss Cowboy Sports with your boy.
Hey, Boss Cowboys. How you doing? This is Rich. West Coast know me. I got them Zack Martin gloves, baby. Oh, they on the wall. They look so nice.
Oh, yeah.
But,
hey, them gloves. Hey, man, I told you. You know what's crazy, man? You called me at a better.
You know, everybody get on.
Go ahead.
Interceptions 24 seconds.
You breaking up a little bit. Say that one more time.
Oh, sorry. I was saying that's everybody getting on Dak throwing these interceptions, but nobody giving props to the defense for going up there and getting it. Like, hey, you getting pass? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's always about Dak doing this, Dak doing that, but look at what that defense cooking. If they're showing it now, what are they going to show in 4 or 5 weeks?
Yeah, no, I totally agree.
Hey, man, there's 2 sides of every coin, man. Like, I'm gonna tell you something else that people aren't thinking about too. Is listen, if Zack Martin can play at a high level forever, why not let him? Like, what is like? People get so scared of people getting old. Oh my God, he gonna get old. Y'all know Boss Cowboy gonna get old, right? Y'all know West Coast gonna get old, right? But guess what? If I can still perform at a high level, why not keep me around? Why flush me down the toilet for East Coast Cowboy? You know what I mean?
East Coast. Real quick.
You feel me?
No, totally. Real quick, before we go on, it's way too many lurkers. So like, it's way too many people watching us live to not get them likes up. Let's get them likes up, y'all. This is crazy. Boss Cowboy Sports. Boss Cowboy Sports. Okay, they hung up. Yeah, it's way too many people in this building not to get them likes up. Take a second to go to my channel, hit the like. Go to West Coast Cowboy channel, hit the like and the subscribe. Go to West Coast Facebook channel, hit the like and the subscribe. It's just way too many people in here for us not to be going crazy on them likes. Boss Cowboy Sports.
What's up, boss?
What's up, Coach?
Your boy Q, man. How you doing?
What's up, Coach?
Doing good. What's up, Wes?
What it do, Coach? That's Coach Marv?
No, that's Coach
I want
Q.
to call in because I think
Oh, Coach Q. What's up, Q?
Yep. I wanted to call in because I think some of our Cowboys fans are not actual historians. And what I mean by that is we all say Zack Martin is a Hall of Famer, which he is. Hall of Famers can play at a high level longer than an above average player. My example is the Matthew brothers. Both of them are Hall of Famers. Both of them played 20 years. Both of them play at a high level. And they have a son right now playing in the NFL for the Atlanta Falcons at a high level. When you are a Hall of Famer that have had not many injuries like Zack Martin and been at the top of his game, he can play for 20 years. This is proven. We know this. As Cowboys fans who love Larry Allen, he played for a long time at a high level. When you're a Hall of Famer, what's a step down from a Hall of Famer? A Pro Bowler?
Right.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
It's not like he's stepping down from being above average to average.
Right.
If he was a first team All Pro last year, so if he dropped off, guess what, guy? He's one step below an All Pro, which is what? Damn good. I mean, like, what else do you want the man to do?
Man, great call, man. Great call.
I'm fired.
Coach, you had something on that, Wes? I'm about to hang up, Coach.
I mean, that's a great point, man. Like, I mean, that's a great point. And it's like, this is what I've always said about Zack Martin. Basically, Zack Martin is complaining about wanting to play longer. I want you to play longer. Let's go. Like, I'm with it. And I'm going to tell you this right here. I want you to play as long as it takes for me to find your replacement, really.
Yeah.
Like, if I'm not going to pay Zack, if I don't think Zack Martin's in my long-term goal, that's okay. But you need to start creating a plan because if he did retire, let's just say if Zack Martin retired right now, bro, we have a huge hole. Almost an unband-aidable hole. You feel me?
Yeah.
So it's like, you don't, and it's like, now think about this. I'm going to tell you something else I want to talk about Zack Martin's contract is this too. When did the Cowboys know that Zack Martin was going to hold out? I'm going to tell you when. Probably in January sometime.
Yeah, likely.
Because I'm going to tell you, players don't hold out until they've asked you.
Right.
Because they want the money, bro. They want to get paid.
Yeah, holding out is almost like the fed up woman. They ain't going to just
So think about this, boss.
They gonna give you a chance. So, boss, I'm asking you this question.
Boss, you think the Cowboys knew April 27th, 2023? How about April 28th? You think they knew April 28th, 2023, that Zack Martin was probably going to hold out or be disgruntled?
Oh, yeah. He voiced
this. So, you know what day that was? That was the middle of the damn draft. Why the Cowboys didn't draft another guard, bruh? Second round, instead of getting Shoemaker, if you know there's a chance that Zack Martin is going to hold out, or think about this, boss, forget him wanting to hold out. If you know you're not going to pay him, you've already decided this in your mind. You don't even think about this. You don't even need him to hold out. If you made the conscious decision, I'm not paying him, then guess what you do? You draft a damn another guard. And then guess what, right? April 28th, everybody's like, the Cowboys are so stupid. Why did they draft another guard? But guess what? First day of training camp, no Zack Martin. Everybody's like, oh, that's why they drafted a guard. Jerry Jones is so smart. They're so smart. And I'm gonna tell you this right now. If the Cowboys would have drafted a guard, y'all would be going crazy right now, because I promise you there'd be people pulling up film of him in college talking about he better than Zack Martin. Because I'm going to tell y'all this right now. Y'all didn't even know how old Zack Martin was until he was time to get paid. Talking about Zack Martin 33. I had a full argument. Zack Martin is not no damn 33. I Googled it. Damn, he is 33 years old. What the hell? Bruh, because when you play good, nobody cares how old you are, bruh.
Oh, man. It boys like, let me take this call real quick. Hold on real quick. We'll take 2 more calls.
What's going on?
My bad. I think I just hung up on somebody. I'm sorry, whoever that
What's
was.
up, boss?
Hey, what's up, Pastor? What's going on?
I'm good, man. How you and West Coast doing,
Oh,
man?
we chilling. We doing good, Pastor. Just relaxing.
Ken Williams,
Man,
35.
Man, tell West Coast I'm proud of him, man. I'm proud of him how he spread the gospel, man. I heard he said he's a boy to get Christian, trying the best he can.
No, yeah, Wes always been on that. Wes has always been.
I know, man. It's cool.
Yeah.
Listen, man. Just one comment, man. I think one of the things that we need to do is just to be patient. Like it really is just the second day of training camp.
Right.
Like nobody is gonna give you all the goods. Everything they're doing right now is real vanilla because they know everybody's there.
Right.
They're not giving out all the goods right now, man. They gotta understand that it's chess, not checkers.
Yep.
And the truth is, y'all, both of y'all, way too smart for the average Cowboy fan. Y'all way too smart for the average Cowboy fan, man, because they don't use logic and see that this is a business. But even in the business, you got to be strategic about what you're doing,
Right.
because so much content is out there. They know that their opponents are always looking to catch up and pick up things as well. But all teams know that. So it's almost like it's entertainment right now.
Right.
And then when the pads come on with the physicality, but really when they get out of camp, because camp is really about conditioning. When they get out of camp and they get to those close practices, that's when they get real, man. So let's just trust the process, man, and let's get to the Super Bowl. That's all I want to say, bro.
Appreciate it, Pastor. That was a good call.
Hey, listen, that's the man of God. That's the man of God. And I love him. But I know first something
Hold on.
in somebody's verse in the Bible. It say, don't trust Jerry Jones or man, because they will let you down everywhere.
It's some verse.
I love you, Pastor, but I'm trusting Jesus. I can't trust Jerry Jones. He let me down too many times, man. I have trust issues, man.
Yeah, you should.
When it comes to the Cowboys, I got trust issues, bro. I was alive when to see Emmitt Smith in a Cardinals jersey.
All right, so we got Nick on the phone. What's up, Nick? What's going on, big dog?
What's going on, big time?
Man, I'm chilling on it, man. I'm trying to catch up to that big money like you, big homie.
Oh, man, it's slow motion right now, man.
Let's go pick up.
But I just want to say this, man. It is, man. I just want to say this, man. I appreciate what y'all doing, man. I really do. West Coast, I appreciate you being out there, being solid and all that there, too, man.
For real. Yeah.
For real.
Yeah.
Even though West Coast, you still come see me on this track, my boy. I'll feature you on this field, too. No, I'm just playing.
Hey, man, you probably got me.
You said you played DB. I play receiver. I want to see what you got, my boy. No, I'm just playing, man. I'm old now, man.
Man.
boy, knees horrible, man. Stop.
For real.
Man, my knees
I ain't gonna lie. I might got one in me, though. I might got one in me.
Everybody always think they got one in them, bro. No, you don't, bro.
Bro, I'ma just, you ain't gonna get off the line. That's my key. If you get off the line, you won.
What's up? You gonna bust that chest. Man.
You get off the line, you won, because I ain't chasing you.
But yeah, man, I mean, I'm so sick of people, man, really hating on Dak and stuff like that, man. We like 2 days in practice, man, and everybody going viral on the play that Dak threw that interception on Tolbert and everything like that, man. But I'm like you, Marcus. I'm looking at it like Nashawn Wright making a step.
That boy called me by my real name. See, that's when you...
Oh, my bad. I forgot, bro. My bad, I forgot.
You should have saw my reaction.
That's how you know he my boy.
You should have saw my reaction. You should have listened to me. Put me on the camera. You should have saw I went listen to me. I went like this.
No, I'm seriously though.
I'm up here reading the comments like this.
Because I had big high hopes for him when he first got drafted.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the fact that he making a step and taking a step up, man, it strengthens our DB room, and I'm excited for that, man. I really think we got a no-fly zone coming real soon.
Yeah, nah, that's real, man. Nah, the Nashawn ain't been getting the love he should, because Nashawn did not play bad last year. Show me the film of Nashawn playing bad. You won't. But he got lumped in with everybody else where they were saying we had trouble with cornerback too. Well, show me the film. Somebody show me where Nashawn played bad when he got a chance. You cannot do it. You can't.
Right. And I'm just, like I said, I'm just glad he's stepping up, man. I mean, we got DB as a DB, so one go down, somebody step up. I'm excited for it. I'm looking for it.
Yeah, man.
I'm glad they're doing it. You know what I mean? Yeah, it wasn't the best pass, but it showed me the fight that Shaun Wright had, because he got dogs in the room with him, Stephon Gilmore and Diggs and all these other guys, man, that's showing up and stepping up, man. Like, hey, it's looking like the makers of a Seattle type deal. You know what I'm saying? That secondary, man.
Yeah.
Cause we got some big hitters and we got some guys that can cover for real.
Yeah,
and I'm loving it.
Nah.
I'm loving it. I'm excited.
Nah, we finna have some fun, man. I appreciate the call, Big Nick, as always.
Yeah, man. Yeah. I'm gonna call in and pick on you. You my boy, man. We do. We do.
Real life, my boy. Mm-hmm.
Nah, for real. Don't have to go get on these gorilla nuts real soon.
Hey, don't tell them what that is, because they gonna think that's something else, bro. Tell them what that is.
Gorilla nuts is we got a partner that went to Carter with us, man, named Marcus Speed, man, and he got a little food truck, man, and they call it Gorilla Nuts, man. But the food, say, man, you talking about strawberry wings, talking about lamb chops, man, on a food truck.
You telling them too many secrets, bro. We can't tell them all that.
Nah.
That's a hood.
Hey, man, cabbage and greens mixed together.
Man, that's too much, bro. You telling too many secrets. That's a hood secret. Well, we should spread love for the homie.
Yeah, exactly. We gotta spread that for my boy, man. You gotta spread that for my boy Speed, man. Big Speed. Shout out Morgan Speed, man.
Shout out.
Take his Facebook page out, man.
I go to him every week. I get Gorilla Nuts every week.
Nah, for real, bro.
Every week.
For real.
Every week.
And we sit up there and chop it up, man.
Man, we do more than that. More than that. I was stumbling the last time. I ain't gonna even talk. Man, get off my phone, bro. Yeah. You done said my name and everything. Get off.
I'm from California, bro. I'm from Cali. You feel me? I'm from the west side of Cali too. So, I don't know nothing about that, man. You know what I'm saying?
All right, West Coast, man. First of all, we gotta, cause I really mean this. Some people, they get upset when West Coast make that pitch for cash apps or stars. He not gonna stop, and he shouldn't stop, and it's smart. And I'm glad he don't stop, because somebody need to talk as bold as he talks about what it takes to do what we do. Because I want to paint this picture. He had to drive an hour and a half one way to give us content twice. That's not free. Just gas alone. And it's for the content. And then on top of that, at the last minute, he like, I'll come on, boss. I answer questions. I'm gonna tell y'all what I'm seeing, because I'm out there for the community. So you should support Wes and support Boss Cowboy Sports. So can you give him that pitch one more time before we get up out of here, big dog?
Say, man, I'm gonna tell you this right now. If you smiled, if you giggled, you know what I'm saying? If it tickled you, if you said, "Oh my God, football season is back," that feeling that you got was not by Jerry Jones. That was by some random guy who just took it on himself to start giving you guys content. And that's worthy of supporting. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to tell you this right now, man. Like, Cowboys contents, we are the tangible Dallas Cowboys. Like, we're the Dallas Cowboys that you can touch. Like, no, I do not work for the organization, but you can't tell me I'm not a part of the organization. You can't tell my kids that I'm not a part of the organization. You want to know why? Because as soon as you get to training camp, it says West Coast Training Camp on the scene right there. And my kids be like, "Oh my God, that's my daddy." And I'll be like, "Yep." And we walk right through there. You feel me? We walk right up in there like we own the place. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to tell y'all this right now, man. Y'all support. Like, we are the tangible version of the Dallas Cowboys. We are the version that you can complain to, and we listen and we argue back and forth with you because we care. We are also the version of the Cowboys when you guys have they telling us this and this, but it just don't feel right in my soul that this is really what's happened.
Yeah.
Guess what? We are the people that go out there and find that out so you can know about it, right?
Yeah.
So I'll say this, man. If you want that to continue, man, if you love what you're doing, support it. You know what I'm saying? If you like the comment, if you like the content, like it. You know what I'm saying? If you support the content, support it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what it is. So hit them stars on Facebook, hit them super chats on YouTube, and then hit that Cash App. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna tell you, you guys see the growth. Like you guys, there's so many people on here watching right now. I look like a Puerto Rican right there. Look at me right there. Listen, Boss, listen to me. Because of your support, Boss is actually taking 20 years off of me. Look at me right there. Why are we laughing? I'm serious as a heart attack right now.
Puerto Rican.
Y'all
Puerto
did
Rican
that.
West. Puerto Rican.
Look at Tyron Smith. He used a real picture of Tyron Smith, and he looked like somebody's uncle. He looked old.
But
listen, because of your support, Boss took me back 10 years, man.
Yeah, man. He said, thanks, West and Boss. Reading the tea leaves. He left a super chat, man. I appreciate that. Y'all make sure y'all show love to my homie on his channel, too, with super chats, man. Neil left us $10, and also Amp left us $2. He said, why do we know Zeke texted the running backs? Like, yeah. So, man, we appreciate all the super chats, all the love, man. We go end this, man, rocking out on the new sound. But, man, y'all stay up, man. It's your boy West Coast with your boy Boss Cowboy Sports, man. We gonna keep giving y'all this sauce, man. Y'all stay up.
Say, man. Hey, man. It is not a game, man. I'm talking about Trill for Life Radio. This is what Twitter, not just a word nor a slogan. It is a real life lifestyle, and we live like this, man. R.I.P. to the pimp. Salute to the bun. But right now, this is do like till you get a new
You like
life,
that?
and you
Let's
can't
go.
live too
Hell
life.
yeah.
You dig? Hey, man. Check this out. My nigga OGC, he been doing